Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. I'm Just One Life, and today we're doing a standard challenge with vampires. This take on vampires uses the creation and payoff of blood tokens. So let's go over what that looks like. Our Voldoran Epicures create a blood token when they enter the battlefield. Our Bloodcasters create a blood token whenever another creature we control dies. Blood Tithe Harvester creates a blood token when it enters. And Anya creates a blood token when she enters. Now the payoffs are Anya can sacrifice a blood token to gain 2 life and each opponent loses 2 life. Voldoran Bloodcaster can turn those blood tokens into bats if we get enough of them. Blood Tithe Harvester gets to kill a creature if it sacks itself if we have enough blood tokens. We have some payoffs for blood tokens. We can also just use them to loot, which is a decent use of blood tokens in itself. This deck uses a play with fire to try and get the small creatures out of the way because we need to get damage in whenever possible for Vampire Socialite. Whenever we cast on the vampire, if Vampire Socialite's already out, then our future vampires come in that turn with a counter on them. If we cast Vampire Socialite after we've dealt damage, she puts a counter on the existing vampires on the field. So Vampire Socialite is a really important card in our deck, and she has Menace, so she can get in for damage pretty easily. Florian gives us card advantage if we've dealt damage by letting us cast one of the top, or play one of the top 3 cards, or top X cards, where X is how much damage you do. I found 3 is on average around how much damage we're able to put out. Since it says play, we can put lands on from this, so we may hold land drops until after we've damaged if we have Florian out. Infernal Grasp is there for individual creature removal. And then Blood Vial Purveyor is a 4-mana 5/6 with flying and trample. And whenever an opponent casts a spell, they make a blood token. However, that's only upside for this Purveyor, since the opponent will have to spend a mana and discard a card to draw a card for each blood vial they have, or Purveyor is going to grow. So they actually have to get rid of their blood vials. This Henrika Domnathi is a 1-of in our deck. She's a really interesting card. She can sort of do a rankle kind of thing, where she can make each player sack a creature, she can draw us only a card and lose a life, or she can transform. And when she transforms, she's a 3/4, and we can actually pump our whole team if we've got enough mana to put into it. So it's pretty strong, but only a 1-of because it is fairly situational. We've got 1 Sorin and 2 Anyas. So, here's the deck list, and let's take it through a standard challenge. This is a keepable hand. We'll play our Den first. Ooh. We're against Mono Black Control. That is not a good matchup for us. We're just going to play with fire this. And it's not Mono Black Control, it's Black-Red. Well, we really want to get this Voldoran Bloodcaster into play, so we're going to pay the 3 life to cast it. Green also. Oh, blue and black? So they're only not playing white? Well, we'll get in there with our Bloodcaster. We don't want to play with fire, they're Shambling Ghast. And yeah, we will take the 1. Well, we'll get a Blood Vial Purveyor in there. See if they do anything about that. They may just kill it. Oh, Diregraph Rebirth. So this can bring back any creature from the graveyard to the battlefield, and they just choose Eye Twitch. Okay. Well, we can kind of do everything we want now. So we will play with fire their Eye Twitch. They'll learn a lesson. Great. Well, they pulled the answer to Sorin here, which is interesting because they didn't know about it. Maybe they wanted to use that on Blood Vial Purveyor. Either way, we're getting a vampire token into play. And they have a blood token. So our Purveyor gets to grow. Boom! 10 damage. So unless they keep a blood token, we are 1 point off of killing them. Undead Butler with the Mill. And there's Necrotic Fumes on the Purveyor. So I'm going to draw a card. Yes, please. Florian is a great draw here. And we'll come in for 4 damage, so we can look at the top 4 cards. this is probably the best against what they've got going with the recursion. Let's pick Valentine. And I think we can do this for only 1 mana. So that's it. We're fully past priority. Opponent can sacrifice 1 blood token. Now the blood tokens we've given them are only hurting us. Well, they're spending their mana digging, which means they don't have a proper answer for our board. We may just win. Boom! Wow. Alright, well, there's game 1 against Weird Jank. So that puts us at 1-0. We just need to win 3 more games to get our money back. Plus 3 cards. So, let's go. We can turn 1 Pit Fighter, attack, Vampire Socialite. Keep. The problem is we're on the draw, and it's against mono white. Yikes. Well, worst case scenario, we can wait to turn 3 and Voldaren Epicure plus Socialite. So let's just get the Pit Fighter into play. Portable Hole, our Falkenrath Pit Fighter. You know, that's actually okay. Yeah, let's put it in on red. And we'll play a Pit Fighter and this Voldaren Epicure. Okay, so they play a Skyclave, removing our Pit Fighter. We drew another Voldaren Epicure. That's actually huge. So we'll deal damage to them, grow our Epicures, and attack with a 2/2 Epicure. So they got a 1 mana 2/3, because they buffed everything with Paladin class. And then we don't attack. Luminarch. Paladin class. Okay. Yep, you got a big birdie. And a big spirit. With vigilance. I think until the end of turn, right? We could loot away our Socialite, since it seems like we're not getting damage through. Let's do it. And we draw another Socialite to replace it. Well, you know, let's just keep going through the Socialites, because they're not good here. The Voldaren Epicure is also not good here. We could play it and get a blood token, which can help us with for future draws. And we will Infernal Grasp their Luminarch, because that's just going to keep growing their stuff. And we don't have the 2 mana to pay. We do not attack. And these Paladin classes are super annoying, giving their team +2/+2. Okay, well, they're definitely coming in with the bird. Yep. So 2 more attacks with the bird and we're dead. No attacks. They're coming in with both. The double strike. That was game. Well played, mono white. Too strong. This is a wonderful hand. And we will Mountain Epicure. Boom, ping for damage. A Plains and a Luminarch Veteran. Okay, let's see if they want to block. They don't want to block. Well, opponent, I'm sorry, but that was a mistake. Now our creature grows. And we will most definitely be attacking next turn. Ooh, Voice of the Blessed. It's a 3/3. Let's come in with just the Socialite and see if they want to block it. And lose their Luminarch. They don't want to block it. Perfect. So we will Socialite. Plus a Valentine. And we've got some big creatures. This Voice of the Blessed is going away. I hope they don't have another one. Cleric of Life's Bond. Uh-huh. Well, that creature will grow, but it's not nearly as terrifying as Voice of the Blessed. Let's Infernal Grasp the Voice of the Blessed. We're coming in with everything. When it or another cleric dies, return a cleric with lesser mana value from a graveyard to the battlefield. This is exiled. Make a blood token. We drew a Florian. We'll play him. Let's just get everybody in there. We'll kill Aura. Oh, they have to double block because Menace. So we'll resolve that. And what do we want to take? We have 1 mana available. Do we just want land? We could take a Pit Fighter. This Play with Fire will kill Cleric of Life's Bond. Yes, please. Oh, we don't have the... Oh, no. I took a red card when I had a swamp. Not okay, but oops. Big oops. That might be a game-losing oops. Well, we'll get Valentine back into play. Oh, Play with Fire. That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. They've life gained back up to 9. Let's go for it. Discard. Volderan Epicure is not good enough. Wow. Make another blood token. Spellbinder, they thought they would get my hand. They got the Pyre. Wow, Pyre deck. I kind of thought this card was, like, not super great. Somebody recently was telling me about Black-White Cleric Tribal with Pyre of Heroes. And here it is on display. It's pretty interesting. Blood Tithe Harvester. He can do -4 to something. So Blood Tithe Harvester can hit for 6. We can just make a blood token and he hits for 8. If Cleric of Life's Bond can grow past 8, it can survive. Well, now it can't. They could just sacrifice it to Pyre. But I think they're going to sacrifice Spellbinder here. Oh, yeah, I'll pay. We have a pest. Oh, they got an Aura. Play with Fire. Goodbye, Luminarch. We will make 1. That means he can do -8. And we can't pay for that one. Now the board is a lot less scary. Let's get in there with our Socialites only. We really want to keep this Valentine because their Aura is completely countered by it. And we don't want to lose Florian either. They just take it. So we get to look at the top 6. We've not played a land this turn. That land came in last turn. And we can't really cast anything else except for 1 mana. So let's take a Castle Dracula. And it can just straight up make us another blood token. Ooh, they drew a Vanishing Verse for the Valentine. Okay, yeah. That's really important for them to remove. We lost 1 Valentine to attacks. Aura grows. And they pyre it away, or pyre away something. They can disturb it for 2. The disturb side is a cleric. Both sides are a cleric, huh? I think we just get in there with both the Socialites again. Okay, we'll take their Cleric of Life's Bond. And a Luminarch. We just make sure this is also 2. So they can't bring anything back. So we kill that. And we kill Cleric of Life's Bond. Perfect. Let's loot. Let's just search for a really good card. It's time to use these blood tokens. Infernal Grasp. Him or another. Okay. So we can do it on their turn. Let's not be hasty. Sure, and then in response to that, I kill Aura. And they get back probably the Luminarch? Maybe a Cleric of Life's Bond? Cleric of Life's Bond. Yeah, and they pyre that away. They get nothing. Well, they don't get nothing. They get the creature from Pyre. But no Aura creatures. Righteous Valkyrie. Well, it's time to blood token away. Swamp. We actually don't have enough black mana. Okay. We'll just pass the turn. Yep, Spellbinder comes in. They're all the way back up to 16 again, and now I'm feeling the pressure. They've got Aura again. Aura. It's not too bad. Ooh, that's real bad. So they're going to gain one here. They sacrificed Aura to bring back Spellbinder. Drana the Last Blood Chief. Wow. And now this has flying and vigilance. Opponent, you got it. Good job. Cleric Tribal grinds it out against the vampires. It's a neat deck. We are 1 and 2 coming into this game. Vampires is not doing very well in this metagame. Ooh. I wonder if it's mono green or green blue. Either way, we're starting off with a Mountain Pit Fighter. Let's attack and see if they want to do anything. Do you want to trade? No, they don't. They never do. So now we just Socialite, grow the Pit Fighter. Next turn, we'll Castle Dracula, Folder and Epicure, deal damage, play the Socialite, then attack. So we'll start with the Epicure, deal damage, and then Socialite. +1/+1 counter on everybody. Nice. What in mono green? Well, they're setting up. They're doing the mono green thing. They're setting everything up. We can just sacrifice this Epicure and draw 2 cards. Let's do that. We'll play an Epicure. The auto tapper kind of got me. This is only to cast a vampire spell, so I have to use this mountain for this ability. Sacrifice. Yes. Discard. Submit 1. Draw 2. Give me 2 cards. This is a good card to draw. We can get rid of Isika's Chariot with it, but not this turn. It kind of stinks. I wanted to do it this turn. We can just say no attacks, hold off for a turn, and see what happens. Okay, they crew it up. They want to come in here. Ooh, Blizzard Brawl. So they make it indestructible. So the Chariot, make a cat. I have to take 5 because I just lose a creature for no reason if I don't. And they only attack with the cat. Cool. I will not block. Mono Green's got a board full of stuff, and we don't. This enters tapped. So let's just pass it on over and grasp them. Storm the Festival. Ranger class and Old Growth Troll. Crew. Excellent. Goodbye, Chariot. Opponent has no mana open for a possible Snakeskin Veil. Let's get a Purveyor in there. So no attacks. Okay. Ranger class upgrade. Are they're afraid to attack still. So we'll cast our Florian and get in there with the Blood Vial Purveyor. Alright, top 5 cards. We have 3 mana available. Let's see what we got. The whole team grows. Boom. Cultivator Colossus. What are you? A 7 mana trample, power toughness reach equal to the number of lands you control. When it enters the battlefield, put a land from your hand on the battlefield. If you do, draw a card. Okay. They Blizzard Brawl the Socialite and not the Purveyor. They must think they have lethal here. Maybe they do, I didn't count. But you know what they say, math is for blockers. I'm the blocker. Really? That's it? I go to 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is fully blocked. Yeah. I'll take it. That's game over, I win. They have nothing with reach. My Blood Vial Purveyor gets +2/+0 from their 2 Blood Vials. So, we just come on in. Good game, opponent. Wow, we took down Mono Green with just vampires. Sweet. Well, we are 2-2 now. We've got 300 of our 500 gold back. We just need 2 more wins in a row to get our 500 gold.